Okay, so now we are here in Cherry Grove City. What I was talking about is we are now actually going to be hunting down some new legendary Pokemon. Also, there's a thing that happens after Red called the Sinnoh and Hoenn Sound. These two things are something that happened with music and Pokemon encounters after you beat Red. I'm probably not going to be going over all the Pokemon in here because there's a lot of them, and I wouldn't want to make an entire video that's just bios when we are pretty much pressed for... There is basically nothing left in the game. We're just getting cleanup work. So, I might flash on screen those Pokemon and might just make a little quick thing of these are their stats and such. Because a lot of the Sinnoh and Hoenn Sound Pokemon, they're on every route, every cave, everything. So, there's that. But, we have reached Mr. Pokemon's house. Life is delightful, always. New discoveries. What? Wait, what? I beat... What? Wait... Okay, now I remember what I gotta do. I lied. We're gonna be going on somewhere else first. Heading over to... the Indigo Plateau, and then we're gonna be heading into Kanto. Because we're going to be beginning a very special episode of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We're actually be going over a couple of Pokemon from the first region I ever knew. No, not Sinnoh. I may have said that Sinnoh was the first game I've ever played. It's not the first region I knew. You'll see what I mean in a bit. And I kind of find it funny how we're going to be talking about this episode in an episode based on an entire different region. Then again, if you've seen the title of the video, you know what region it is. But, Professor Oak! Oh, Max, it's good to see you. Good to hear a lot about you. Not even close. But he wishes to present us with Pokemon. The Oak of Kanto. Choose one, it'll be yours. Go ahead. Now, the Pokemon we can choose from. I'm only going over the final stages of them because, my gosh, we are late in the game already. Most of these Pokemon are not going to be helpful. Let the bios begin! Venusaur. With the very common poison grass typing for Kanto Pokemon, Venusaur's balanced stats don't... don't do it many... Oh, I got it now. Venusaur's balanced stats don't do it many favors. Yet. We'll get to you eventually. We will. You'll be good eventually. We'll get to it eventually. As for right now, Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam, things of that nature are pretty much its bread and butter, but there's another move it's kind of good at using that it really just hasn't gotten buffed yet, so... kind of pointless to talk about that. Poison Powder, Stun Spore... yeah, Poison Powder, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder... all good support moves, but again, a lot of other Pokemon also get those. And considering we only have a couple more legendary Pokemon to catch, and Venusaur's X going to be weak to most of them, if not all the remaining ones, not too helpful. Sadly, Venusaur's not too good right now, or spectacular, but trust me, Venusaur's good. Just, it's gonna take some generations before it gets there. Up next, we have debatably the best of the Kanto starters when fully evolved, Charizard. Fire Flying, you've heard it before about me saying about that typing. Same stats as Typhlosion, just a better move pool, better stamina attack bonus moves in better fire moves, as it actually has good physical ones too. Having flying as a type stab, better coverage moves. This thing is kind of just better Typhlosion, except for trading out a couple of weaknesses for other weaknesses and an immunity for a double weakness. Trading out certain weaknesses in exchange for an immunity to ground and a double weakness to rock. But also at the same time getting many better coverage moves like Dragon Claw, Dragon Pulse, and getting Belly Drum actually has an egg, which is actually really good. Dragon Dance, but again, the double weakness to rock, but also having better other things as well, like having Air Slash or, well, Flying type stab for moves like that, and just kind of other better things it does better than Typhlosion, which isn't much hurts me. Only thing Typhlosion is really better for is it has Eruption, but more or less Typhlosion's move pool is vastly inferior to Charizard's. Much hurts me to say that. And finally, Blastoise. Bulky Water, again. Haven't we seen this before? Oh yeah, it was called Suicune. Yeah, Blastoise's moves and stats aren't particularly impressive. It's got good special moves it can get, but again, there's better water types that can do that. Feraligatr is decently adequate for okay, not decently adequate, but just much better for a water type. And later in this video, we're actually going to be going over another water type that is just better and is also bulky. There's really not much you can do that's really outstanding aside from maybe Rapid Spin, but again, Stealth Rock Spikes and stuff like that isn't common, so I don't know. Like Venusaur, this one takes a couple of generations, but unlike Venusaur, I don't think it's as good. Well, now that all the Kanto fanboys are done trying to kill me, I am going to be taking... No, you're not the one I want. No, not you. Why did they place Bulbasaur all the way over here? Yes, I want Bulbasaur. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. I'll be right back. Alright, and now we are back to go get my Bulbasaur. I like Bulbasaur. Leave me alone. There we go. I want to go with Bulbasaur. I really respect Ash's Bulbasaur for pretty much being one of the few Pokemon to refuse to evolve. I don't know, I like it. I like it. Feels very much what Pokemon is about. Well, while Pokemon appears, you can Pokemon no matter like... Oh, you just really... Okay, good. At least they were acknowledging that they already reused this. I like Professor Oak, and then probably go for Dwarf. Now, we have other things to do, but I actually do want to make a brief stop-off in another town to... How shall I say... pick some things up. This is actually going to be quite important, and going to be dealing with the bulk of this video, or rather, a certain place associated with a certain thing that this video is going to be dealing with. And there's the house, there we go, the pink one. The one that looks like a giant Lego house. I thought this place was a Lego house when I was growing up, because it has the 4 pegs on top, and it's like a brick. Hi, I heard you lost your Pokemon. No, if I find it, will you give me the train pass? I'll go find it for you. Are we speaking or not speaking? Pardon? Okay. Don't ask. This book looks just like a real thing. Ah, it moved. It's a real bayonet. That's creepy. Very creepy. Blissey! I don't know. I like Blissey's cry. I don't know why. I just like the please, please. I don't know. I like it. One of the few Pokemon cries in the game that actually makes that the text ones that make sense with the Pokemon's actual cry, because it actually does kind of sound phonetically like it. But I'm just rambling out at this point. But that lady, Copycat, gave us a task, and now, because like any good protagonist, we are going to help her. And now we go over to this place. No, not this place. Another place. You are not in this place that is allowed to be this place, and I am not gonna end up. I do not want to end up talking like crying. I don't want to end up talking like crying. I hope someone actually gets that reference. Alright, and now, go to the Pokemon Fan Club. All Pokemon fans are welcome. Wait. Is this where it is? I thought this was where it's supposed to be. I like a fairy, but I can never find one. So I'll make do with the Pokemon doll that I found. What, a girl lost this Pokemon doll? It's sad. Oh, he takes back to the poor little girl. I'll befriend a real Clefairy on my own. That's heartwarming. You know, the guy wants the doll, but he says, the girl lost it. It's her. She needs it. It's very nice. But now let's leave, and there we go. It's Steven Stone. Hi. My name is Steven, champion of the Hoenn region. Have we met before? Steven Stone. Steven Stone. Okay, fanboying aside, this is Steven Stone, champion of the Hoenn region. Big fan of this guy. That's not possible. All trainers I have battled seem to have the same look. Anyway, especially ones who gave me tough battles. By the way, have you heard of a Pokemon called Latias? I'm investigating why Latias, a Pokemon from Hoenn, decided to leave Hoenn to come here. Latias is a Pokemon that has a lot to do with the Soul Dew, a gem-like orb. Considering the fact that Latias is now in Kanto, it is possible to assume that it has something to do with the Soul Dew. Latias is a Pokemon that travels great distances, and also can turn invisible, but it can't do that in this game. It'll be difficult to find without any machine to track it with. But any trainer will be drawn to it, won't they? I must go. May our journeys cross again. Well, good sir, I have a feeling our journeys will cross again. Probably not with me right here. Probably not with the next me. Or probably the third or fourth. But one day, our journeys will cross again. Or who knows, maybe this me might cross paths with you. But Steven Stone just dropped a bombshell for us. Latios and Latias are now obtainable. And let me just flip through my notes. Where's my notes? Where's my notes? I know I have them in here. Come on, I have so many things written down here. Oh my, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. No, not Moltres. There we go. There we go. Starting off with the Soul Silver exclusive Latios. The more offensive oriented of the two, it has 110 speed, which makes Latios a very fast Pokemon, one of the best. It also has great offensive typing. Psychic and Dragon hits things pretty hard. The only thing it's got to really worry about is Steel types, which is something Dragon types have always had to deal with, at least ones that aren't Power Fire. And it also has a signature move, Luster Purge. 70 base power, psychic special attack with a 50% chance of lowering the opponent's special defense. Very powerful, and can also aid it in its offensive support role. Because of its high speed, it can also do a great job at being a screen setter. High speed means it's going to be pretty reliably getting light, screen, and or reflect off so that it can support its teammates, or even just cover up its naturally poor-ish physical defense that is in 80 base. 130 special attack is also something not to sneeze at. That is the same level of stat as Garchomp, as Mamoswine, and as a lot of other really, really strong Pokemon. Like, even Gyarados has 125, and that thing hits pretty freaking hard. So yeah, 130 base special attack on two types that have some of the best special attacking moves. Latios is pretty good for an offensive Pokemon, and it can do the job of support pretty well. It also has the ability of Levitate, granting it complete immunity to all ground moves, at least until Smackdown was invented, and then Thousand Arrows. But we disregard those. Oh, you know, Mold Breaker, but ignoring those. Ignoring those, Latios is immune to ground moves. It will be a roaming Pokemon now. Yep, there's a third one of these little things. Not a fan of that. Starting moves are Luster Purge, Refresh, so good luck trying to status it, Protect, and Dragon Breath. It is just as annoying to catch as it sounds. And now over to the other one of the Eon Duo twins. If I can find it on my notes. There we go. Latias, the more defensively focused of the two. Her stats are, of course, weighted more in defense and make a kind of nice little sliding scale. it swaps Latios's 130 base special attack for a 130 special defense. Not bad, considering it also has a 110 special attack. Again, not horrible when considering this Pokemon is also designed for more of a support role, also having that same 110 base speed, allowing it to be a good support Pokemon that can do a bit of offense. Again, screen setting is great, Levitate is fantastic, give me an immunity to that. Great same type attack bonus combo. Again, pretty good. Latias, much like Latios, has a signature move. Mist Ball, also 70 base power psychic move, special, 100% accurate. Mist Ball, however, has a 50% chance of decreasing the opponent's special attack. Again, assisting in that role of being a defensive support Pokemon. It can debuff an opponent's special attack and either give a Squish your teammate the option to go in when their special attack is debuffed or going to switch in, or just allowing itself to take hits better, because again, this thing has high special defense. Debuffing an opponent's special defense, and a special attack, really helps it. Again, screen setting, much like Latios, it also has access to Calm Mind, I forgot to mention that. Both have Calm Mind access, which is fantastic. Really, because of the way their stats go, the two of them are basically interchangeable. Their stats aren't too different from one another. The only major one I'd say is like the 20 points of differential in the special stat. But again, that's also really not that bad, since, again, these Pokemon can do support roles very well, and I'm also just stalling so I can look up Latias's movesets because I forgot to actually write them down. But Latias also has, one thing I forgot to mention, the Soldew. As Steven Stone, who's awesome, mentioned, the Soldew is an item linked with Latios, and if you're playing Soul Silver, it'll be linked with Latios. This item is actually their signature item. What it does is, in this present generation, buffs their special stats by 50%. Yeah. That thing's broken. I know they nerfed it in Generation 6, because, we gotta give their Mega Stones an actual thing that's gonna be useful, and just change it to a 20% boost of Dragon and Psychic moves. Lame! Why didn't they just make the Soldew the Mega Stone? That doesn't make any sense. But Latias's moves are, and also again, Latias is also a roamer, Dragon Breath, Water Sport, Refresh, so good luck statusing it, Mist Ball. What is with them giving these legendaries that are roamers these stupid, annoying moves? Like, you want to status these freaking things, and yet, nope, you can't. We ain't gonna let you status them. Now, I am not gonna be hunting down Latios or Latias, because I'm honestly not gonna lie, it took for freaking ever to get Entei and Raikou. This will be nothing more than the same thing. I really don't want to be doing that. I really don't want to be doing that. But there is one thing I'm actually going to be doing, and I will meet you guys back here. Well, actually not back here, back in Saffron City, after we had that one more time, because we gotta go get that Magnet Train Pass, where we're gonna be going over a couple of other important things. I don't know, I like the music of Saffron City. It's, I don't know what kind of music it is, I like it. It's relaxing. Kind of music I'd play when I'm just trying to fall asleep, and sorry, I just almost put myself to sleep, so I did that. Yay, that's my Clefairy Pokédoll! See that tear on the right arm? That's proof. I'll give the Magnet Train Pass just as promised. I like how she put the thing on the table at the same time as she gave the pass. It was almost like, here, I'm giving you the pass right as I'm putting it on the table. With both hands. That's funny. To get on the Magnet Train, the rail company man gave me that when they tore down our old house at the station. I actually like this. In Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, you can actually talk to a younger copycat who lives at a house that is right here. I don't know if that's in the Gen 3 remakes of the first generation games, But it's a nice little detail, and I kind of wonder if they actually did that now. I kind of want to go check that. But I say we ride the magnet train for the first time. Thanks to someone who got the power plant up and running. Magnet trains are working again, but I need to go through the automatic ticket. Ping, wheep! Here's your pass back. The train is about to leave for Goldenrod City. This is the first time we're actually going to be doing this, and probably the second to last time we actually go on this magnet. We actually got a couple more rides to go on here. Oh yeah, I forgot the lights were actually on here. When looking at the lights from that perspective of coming at you, they look so weird. Low resolution, cheaply made. But up here, they actually look pretty good. That's pretty nice music. So here's what I gotta wonder. There's like a giant thing of water between, like a big thing of water between like Kanto and Johto. And also, how do you go? There's no rails by Pewter City. So where does the train go? Where does the train go? I don't know. I'm just thinking of weird stuff right now. But yes, we are in Goldenrod City. Now, I'm gonna go pick up something real quick and then be right back.